Over 100 million marine animals are killed each year by plastic debris. Plastic bags are among the top 5 sources of plastic litter collected on Charleston beaches.
The barrier islands provide barriers to winds and ocean waves. These islands protect the mainlands by absorbing energy provided by storms. The estuaries make our intertidal zone unique. The seawater on the flood tide mixes with fresh water in semi-enclosed areas such as the Charleston Harbor. Marine debris sinks to the bottom of the ocean, spilling coral, sponges, and other animals, and destroying underwater habitats. Plastic bags and pieces of styrofoam are mistaken for food and eaten by sea turtles, mammals, and seabirds, but are not digested. The mammals feel full and stop eating, which ends in starvation. Sea turtles, mammals, and seabirds also get entangled in ropes, string, and fishing line. Since all these animals have lungs, if they lose the ability to move to the surface, they drown. We are here today at the South Carolina Aquarium
To ask the employees some questions.
Let's go. What can we do to help with plastic pollution?
Well, there's a lot of things you can do by reusing things, not throwing it in the garbage, throwing it in the recycle bin, using glass instead of plastic, just changing up your habits, maybe using less plastic.
A tricky situation because it is one of those pieces of material that's revolutionized the way that we live. I mean, you have it in your computers, you have it in your cars, you have it in your carpets and your clothing, but we have a lot of plastic that are single-use pieces of life that we overuse, whether it's plastic bags or straws, plastic cups, things that you get from the Starbucks. On the top of that, it's polystyrene for the most part. And all of those plastics, when they get out into the environment, they photodegrade. So when they're exposed to light, they break down into microplastics, which are ingested by wildlife, whether it be to a level where it's plankton, krill, all the way up to fish from that point, to the apex predators, either sharks or people. And if you're getting to a point whether you get the visible aspects of that, if it's problematic for entanglement, like we have that situation with sea turtles all the time. We're always rescuing them. They'll swallow plastic bags, which we have to get it out, or they get entangled in the nylon strings that use for fishing lines. But also those plastics are hydrophobic, and they'll actually attract all sorts of chemicals that are persistent organic pollutants. Once those get into any body system, they stay there. So things like bisphenol A and PAH and PCBs, once they're in there, they're endocrine disruptors. And then if you think about plastics and what is added to them, there are also a lot of them leach out, like phthalates. They're in PET plastic, so number one plastic, PET, they leach out. So anytime you've touched like a Sprite bottle that's been in the sun, that leaches out into your Sprite, and you're ingesting endocrine disruptors. So it affects people in a lot of ways, but we see it visibly when it washes up into the coast through wave action, but it's invisible in every situation. So it's a really big problem.
Small marine organisms that make up part of our diet have been shown to accumulate microplastics in their tissues. The South Carolina Aquarium Sea Turtles Care Center has documented a diverse collection of plastic items in their gastrointestinal tracts of 14 stranded sea turtles.